Keith Aaron Michael was born on October 3, 1981 in Martinsburg, West Virginia, in the City Hospital in Martinsburg. He is currently married to Jessica Michael, and they have been married for almost 3 years. They have a daughter named Morgan, who just recently turned a year old. He has remained in his original area of service due to the fact that he is in the Air National Guard. During high school, he worked at a local Kmart, and he also worked at Oak Barn, a furniture store. He enlisted when he was 17, halfway through his senior year in high school. Mr. Michael decided to enlist as a personal choice. He decided to enlist because he got into the Air Force Academy to go to college, but then he decided that the Air Force Academy wasn't for him. He didn't want to go there for 4 years and be committed to active duty for 5 more years afterwards. He always had a feeling of wanting to serve his country and also wanted the benefits that came with it. He joined the West Virginia Air National Guard to help get his college education paid for. He chose to be in the Air Force because it is treated like a business, and there are set standards and skills that one has to follow. He chose the Air Force because there were people in his life growing up from the nearby base.
Our families had some great uncles who have served and that were drafted during World War II, including one that was drafted to be in the Army Corps that served in the Air Force portion of the Army before.
He started out as Airman Basic E1 when he first joined. However, as soon as he graduated high school, he was automatically promoted to Airman First Class E3. He was able to move up through the ranks very quickly. This was a very positive motivation for him. Mr. Michael's highest rank was E6, Technical Sergeant, until recently he got a promotion to Second Lieutenant, maybe even First Lieutenant.
How long did it take for you to get through your training?
It took my initial basic training. I went and left home in the beginning of July, and I didn't get home until November. So that's almost 6 months that I was gone. And then there have been many follow-on trainings ever since then. Probably, if you add them all up, probably another year to year and a half additional training ever since that initial basic training. It's follow-on training, Airman Leadership Training, NCO Academy, all that would be included. And it's base training. As you move up the ranks, you're always in a state of learning.
What was your training like?
Basic training was not fun. They like to yell at you, but it's all designed to make you perform a skilled job in a stressful environment. So you can't really take anything personally that they're yelling at you, but they're teaching you very tedious tasks, and they explain everything, and they give you a manual that tells you exactly how to do everything. They just try to make it as stressful as possible. And what it does is it teaches you to basically perform in a war environment. Everything that happens in a war environment, bombs going off around you, machine gun fire, you still have to perform your job, and that's what basic training does. So the training was very difficult, very stressful, especially for someone coming out of high school and having your parents basically do everything for you. To going straight into that environment was a big culture shock for me, but they teach you how to get through it, and the Air Force does a very good job of doing that.